Well, hello everyone, Dan Hurd with Dan Hurd Prospecting here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. I am here on Vancouver Island at one of my gold claims. This creek here produces nuggets. And last time I was here with my buddy Polly, and he pulled out 3 grams worth of nuggets from underwater. Today, I have the detector, I've got the gold pan and shovel. The water level is extremely low. I'm gonna go find a chunk of bedrock somewhere and start working it. So wish me luck, and I hope you enjoy. Now, the geology of this creek is all metamorphic, and let me tell you, there's some nice schist here. Sorry for the geology joke. It's all a schist or gneiss. Every last rock here is. I don't see anything that's not a metamorphic rock in this creek. As you can see right now, it is bone dry here. There's actually 2 channels that flow into one, and the other channel has a little trickle of water going down it, but it is extremely dry. I think we're like July 25th or something like that today. And yeah, middle of summer, some of these smaller creeks dry right up here on Vancouver Island. So I just found one signal right here that I'm willing to dig. There's signals everywhere. There's so much garbage here. But if this machine goes a high tone before a low tone, it means it's non-ferrous, or it can be non-ferrous. And it's going high-low, so let's start my first hole right there. There's bedrock there, there's bedrock here. I think I saw some bedrock right there. So the bedrock is close. Let's see what that signal is. So as I try to figure out this claim, I don't know, I haven't detected here before. I'm filling pans with the material. I'm scooping things up and, you know, waving them. One of my signals is in here, but what's confusing me is in that little area, there is about 5 different signals. Is there that much gold here? Probably not. But what is it that is debris or hot rocks or whatever that is giving off so many signals? We'll have to figure that out before we start eliminating. Oh, look at that. That's just a big old piece of rust. I bet you I know it's giving me all the signals. That should give me an iron signal though. Big old piece of rust. That's probably what I'm chasing here. Yep, that's what was in my scoop. And that's probably what's giving me all these false signals. And for some reason, even though that's an iron, it's rusted. I think that's why. It's setting off high-low. I have a feeling I just dug up a whole bunch of chips of iron. I don't know why I put that in the pan. Actually, I didn't. It missed. Now it is. So, pan full, unclassified. Let's go see what it holds. Well, that pan there had a couple of big flakes of rust, but no gold. So I think detecting this spot here might be a futile attempt. But I saw some bedrock down there I liked the looks of. So as I was sitting right there panning, that pan, which is no gold in it, I saw this bedrock right here. And this looks really nice. Going up underneath all these rocks. If I take a second, clear these rocks away from here, detect the whole thing, probably get lots of iron chips again, but then start cleaning it, there's a potential of gold right there for sure. I think it's going to be best just to dig this out. There is one signal, good one right there, but it not good. It's showing like it's probably iron. There's one little one up front here, but I think it's going to be best just to dig up this whole area into a pan and just pan it out to see what is here. This time, I will classify. See what we get. More chunks of iron. No chunks of gold. But that's just the first pan. So, do I continue to flog the dead horse? Or do I move on? That's about 6 pans in there with nothing. The signals that I was getting, where there was an old piece of rusted some pipe or something down in there, it's going to be impossible to detect here. There's just way too much debris. Or do I move that rock and see if that chunk of bedrock and that chunk of bedrock make a trough that's loaded in gold? I guess that's what I do. Oh, that was a big rock. Let's hope a big rock means big gold. Let's hope that's not another big rock there. Hopefully that is bedrock. It was just sitting in a trough. Well, I'm starting to think this spot might not have gold. Let's go see if we can find a better spot. The bedrock looks so promising here. This big rock is definitely in a trench going up that way, but pan after pan after pan, nothing. Okay, another piece of bedrock that's just screaming to get cleaned. I think I'll move those rocks, see what kind of hollow is in front of it, and keep my fingers crossed. I'm already liking this more. I'm able to dig down into the bedrock. The bedrock is a bit decomposed here, so when I dig, it scrapes into the bedrock, meaning any gold that had fallen into little bedrock cracks are now in the shovel, rather than still sitting in the bedrock crack. So I'm feeling better about this spot. Also, where it lies in the creek, there's a big inside corner there. I was on the outside of that inside corner. Bad spot. But then the water flow seems to come straight towards this spot right here. So let's hope it's washed some gold in. I do like the looks of this. This is pan 2, 3. 3 from this spot. 2 or 3. I got good feeling about this. I went down into a nice deep hole, scraping the bedrock beautifully. It's gonna be in this pan. Yeah. It's gonna be in this pan. Oh yeah. First gold of the day, right here. Guarantee it. That probably cursed myself. The hole I was down into was deeper than the rest of the bedrock around it, and it was still soft enough to scrape the bottom. So if there was any nuggets hiding in the bottom, I will have got them easily with the shovel. I know this creek has it. Paul pulled out a lot when we were here last time. Now he had his wetsuit on, he was in the water flowing a lot more than it is now. Sniping the bottom, and he pulled out nugget after nugget after nugget. I did bring my wetsuit with me this trip, but when I saw how low the water was, I realized there's no hope of sniping this creek right now. Come on, gold. Come on, gold. Oh, I saw a yellow rock. Oh, I got excited, but it wasn't. Just yellow rock. Okay. Do we have gold? No nuggets. No flakes. No specks. There's a lead shot in here. That's a good sign. Got the heavies down there. One tiny speck of gold. Not even worth pulling out the close-up for. Leave the lead shot in for the next one. Right up under those big rocks. And it's still nice and low down there. Still down in that pocket. Probably 6 to 8 inches below the height of the top bedrock all around it. Good scoop. 10 nuggets in that one. Another 5 there. I'd be happy with 1. Oh, that's good material. Love when I see a whole line of bedrock on the bottom of the shovel. When I dump it in, The whole bottom of the shovel's lined with scraped bedrock. The top is gravel. It means I'm not missing any pieces of gold that might be there. That's good looking stuff. Even better looking than the last. One of these pans will have something. Okay. Oh, let's go pan that. A new claim like this, I've been here a couple times, but it's still really new to me. It is all about the hunt. You know, I could try a dozen different spots, not find anything until I find that one spot that's just right. Or possibly you have to work every little spot around just for the one nugget that's sitting there, the one piece of gold. It's hard to say until you really get to know a claim, how to work it, where to work it. And like the season, I can't get in the water sniping right now, so I have to work it differently than how Paul found all of his great gold. A claim like Pickerton, I kind of know where to work, how to work it, where is going to be good. I know right now it's not good anywhere because I've worked out all the hot spots. Gotta find new ones. It'll take me some time on this claim to figure out where the gold is at and how to find it. When I was here last time, I got maybe a dozen little specks, even though Paul was pulling out nugget after nugget after nugget. I know they're here, just gotta find them. And oh, hey, my first piece of the trip. Look at that buttery yellow gold. Is that the camera? Oh. The relief. I'm not skunked for the day. Is that a nugget or a picker? Oh, I'd like to call that a nugget right now. Let's call it a nugget. Some people say it can't be called nugget unless it's at least a gram. Really, that's a picker. That's a picker. It's kind of funny, it slid slightly off to the side when I was doing my first wash back, and I was about to say there's no gold in it, in the pan. There's also another small flake in there. I just washed it away. And G nugget, the Z picker. That's probably a 0.3 to 0.4. That might even be a half grammer. Should we get the close up on it? There it is beside the second piece of gold that was in that pan. Yep, there's a little speck. That's a nice looking nugget. I love how buttery smooth the Vancouver Island nuggets are. They always look like they've been tumbled so long in the creek. And look at that little guy beside him. That is a great piece. I'm guessing that's 0.4 of a gram, that one. It's really funny. If this was a Fraser River claim, in the same amount of time, I would have been hooting and hollering and yippee-ki-yaying after every pan, because every pan would have shown great gold. But in that same amount of time, I probably wouldn't have found 0.4. I probably found more gold here in the same amount of time, even though I've been disappointed for probably about 12 pans of nothing. That's a nugget claim for ya. And boy, do you need persistence to make these kind of claims pay off. You need the patience. Isn't that a beautiful nugget? There it is on my finger. Of course, you always use your pinky finger when showing off nuggets. Makes them look bigger. And there it is on a €1 coin. Why a euro? It was the only coin I had in my pocket. I just got back from holidays. Now I'm really hoping I put a snuffer bottle in that backpack. Well, actually, I know I didn't put a snuffer bottle in that backpack. I'm hoping there's one still in there from a previous trip. I usually keep 2 or 3 in the backpack. Look at that. I even brought the good one. The one on with the snuffer bottle holder. If you want one of these holders, I sell them on my website, www.danhurdprospecting.com. My mom makes them. No, it seems to be full of stuff. I better dump that out the pan and make sure it's not full of gold. I have no idea where I used this one last. Nope, there was no gold in it, just black sands. Love that sound. Okay, 10 more of those and I can beat what Paul did last trip here. Let's get at her. Can I do 2 for 2? Nope. But check out what is in here. I'm definitely down onto the heavies. That's 3 more lead shot in the bottom of that hole. So definitely the heavies are being concentrated here. I will suck those up, take the lead out of the creek. Always a good idea to do that. Get that lead and mercury out of these creeks. Try to keep them nice and clean and healthy. What about this one? Maybe. Nope. No lead either in that one. I often wonder to myself if I'm like, when I'm digging, if I'm like 1 inch away from that 1 ounce nugget, or if I stopped 2 inches too short. I often wonder what's down there. Metal detector is a great way to make sure you haven't missed one of those really big ones. But as I said, there's so much garbage here, and so much of it sounds like a big nugget. Hard to tell, but for this pan here, I decided to go up underneath this big rock. Moving this way. Hopefully the rock is capturing some gold up there. We're still on bedrock, so if there's nuggets captured by that rock, they would have sunk down to bedrock, and I'm still on it. Well, I haven't had the camera on for a while, for a good reason. Yep, 77 pans later, and still nothing but a couple of little tiny specks. Not even worth sucking up. Yeah, this is a nugget creek for you. Oh, you have to have patience for a nugget creek. Wow. Anyhow, a couple more pans in this hole, and then I think I just need a change of scenery. I might go try somewhere else, even though I found a nugget here, which makes me want to just stay here for the rest of the day. I got to make sure I don't get myself discouraged. And I only have a couple hours left here. I might try another spot. I'm going to do 1 or 2 more here. Oh, look. My hole is a heart. Okay, nothing more in the next 2 pans. I think I'm going to go for a wander down river. Not even taking the pan, not taking the camera. Just going to go for a walk and see if there's a place that jumps out at me saying, you got to try here before the day is done. And if not, I'll come back here because I did just find a picker / nugget right here. It's hard to leave a spot when you know what the potential could be. But I need a break. Go grab a drink, go for a walk. I know I said I wasn't bringing my camera with me, but I've always got my cell phone on me. Someone tell me what I just found. Looks like some sort of wrench or something. I'm not sure what. Ugh. An artifact. So I did find a very intriguing spot downriver. I'm not going to go there on this video. I'll save that for another video because I'm not sure if it's still on my claim. I took some GPS coordinates. When I get home, I'll throw it up onto my maps and find out if it's still on my claim. It's going to be right near the edge. So I think I'm going to finish off this video working this one hole. I did find 1 big piece of gold. I am happy with 1 big piece of gold. I'd love to find another, but if it's only just the 1 big piece, I'm happy with that. And if I only find 1, I might title the video that 1 big piece. So if that's the title of the video, you know I'm not finding any more. Anyhow, I got maybe an hour left before I have to go. I'm going to do as many pans as I can do in an hour and hope for another. So I found 1 big piece plus 3 pieces of lead. No, I actually found a bunch more gold. Small pieces. But before I show you the rest of the gold, a shameless plug. While I'm out here on the river making these videos, my wife, my amazing wife, Dana, she's home taking care of all of the behind the scenes stuff. not a small part of which is taking care of our website. On our website, we sell a lot of the things I find in my videos, the minerals, the gold, treasures, all sorts of things that I find in my videos, we sell on my website. And Dana takes care of that. So if you are interested in anything I find in any of my videos, or just want to support my channel, a great way to do that is to go off to the website, www.danhurdprospecting.com. and check out the shop and see what I have for sale. I think I'm going to put that big piece of gold I found on this trip up in the auctions when this video comes out, as long as I remember to do it this time. So please support my wife's part of this business by checking out the website and seeing if there's something for you. Now, let's check out what I found today. So I did manage to find some more gold. Small pieces for sure. They were right beside that pit I got the big chunk out of. But really, it's the big pieces at this creek that make all the difference. Because what is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There might be a few more kicking around. Maybe 7 or 8 small specks of gold. They don't add up to even 1% of that guy there. But it is nice to see more than just the one piece for the day. So yes, I did get one big piece of gold, plus 3 lead balls, and some fine gold too. I'll have to take this home to weigh it up and let you know what it is. If you'd like that chunk, it'll be in the auctions on my website, www.danhurdprospecting.com. And the verdict on the nugget is 0.529 of a gram. Even better than I thought. Yes, I know, some people say it can't be called a nugget unless it's at least a full gram. But for me, half a gram does it. We just don't have that much big gold around here. So I'm happy to call a half gram a nugget, or a very large picker. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. There will be another video coming out very soon from just downriver, as long as that is on my claim. Check back to find out. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me that thumbs up. If I haven't earned your subscription yet, I hope I earned it today. And a big thanks to everyone for watching. Until the next one, bye.